And welcome, folks, to Storm Lake, Iowa, as we, for you tonight here on Full Digital Solutions, have Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and Emmetsburg Hawks basketball. Before the game festivities begin, we would like to note rosters and also tell you a very intriguing storyline coming into this game. First for the Hawks, Kalista Joyce will be starting. She has started no games this season out of the 19 played for the Hawks. So Kalista Joyce making her first appearance in the starting lineup tonight. Emma Oughton, 19 games started, 19 games played. Usual suspect for the Hawks. Same thing with Myra Steffen. Myra Steffen played in all 19 games. She started all 19. Rachel Shawnee, she's played all 19 games. She's played in 13 of them. And Maddie Anderson, she's started 19 games. Once again, has played in all 19 of them. Now for the Panthers, your Panthers. And now listen to me very, very closely with some of these players that are starting the starting lineup. Bianca Lemoynes played all 11 games. Excuse me. My stats here are wrong for the games played. So Bianca Lemoynes, I'm assuming she's played all 15 games and started all 15. Neely Bacon, she's played in all 15 games, started all 15. Natalie Green, she's played on my roster. She's played 12 games, started 11 of them. So we're going to assume she's played all 15 and started 14 of them. Isabel Landgraf, she's played in all the games. She started all her games. And Laura Alfaro, she will be making her first start tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, if you noticed a name I did not say, it's Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd is not starting for Storm Lake St. Mary's tonight. Storm Lake St. Mary's coach, athletic director, has informed me that she is sick. So Sydney Hurd not in the starting lineup due to an undisclosed sickness. Something I would like to note is it is February 3rd, 2023, so today's date is 2/3/23. For you basketball fans out there, which I'm sure many of you are, it's Michael Jordan Day. Also, Sydney Hurd, she wears 23. So Sydney Hurd, see what she can do coming off the bench with her sickness. Also, it's been 9,368 days since Jordan's flu game in Game 5 of the 1997 Finals. Can Sydney Hurd kind of mimic that with her own flu game here on February 3rd, 2023? We're going to find out with just about 1 minute left here before the pregame festivities get going. Looking around the court, you can see both teams taking warm-ups. Emmetsburg, at least from what I've watched before the stream started, they do look a little bit uneasy about some of the shots they take. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they look probably about the same. 45 seconds left here before the pregame festivities. We'll take a short commercial break here on Full Digital Solutions and come back for your starting lineups. And welcome back here on Full Digital Solutions. We will let you listen to the official starting lineups read by the Storm Lake St. Mary's athletic director.
Coaches for Emmetsburg, Amy Bean, Sean Connolly, and Tim Swanson. And now for St. Mary's Panthers. Number 3, Isabel Landgraf. Number 4, Neely Bacon.
So, an absolutely beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner here tonight in Storm Lake, Iowa. Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. As you may have heard, tonight is Pink Out Night. So, all proceeds from tonight's game will be going to the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center and their oncology department to help fight breast cancer. So, if you're in Storm Lake, near Storm Lake, just watching this game, why don't you come on down, come and donate to the RMC Oncology Department, help fight breast cancer in the local area. Just moments before tip, just join us, as I know some of you maybe had to quickly make some food, get something to drink, sit down if we could tune in. Sydney Hurd is not in the starting lineup. Once again, Sydney Hurd not in the starting lineup. She has, at least to me, an undisclosed illness. She is on the bench. She is expected to play, but she did look a bit winded during the warm-up. So Sydney Hurd will be coming off the bench for how much she plays tonight. Now, Emmetsburg, they win the tip. They're just passing around looking for a good shot. I mean, really great idea, looking for a good shot, seeing what they can do. They're going to back it in, and they put up a really great layup. Looks like that was number 42. That is Maddie Anderson. So Maddie Anderson, she gets the first points of the night for either team. And now a bad pass is just tipped by the E-Hawks. Refs say Panthers are the last ones to touch it, so it's going to be E-Hawk ball. The E-Hawks, they're going to bring it up. Passing around, they get to Anderson. Remember, Anderson, she's the one that scored. It's stormed by Panthers. Panthers, they're going to bring it up. Panthers, they are looking really good so far in the first two possessions of their possessions, the first two of Emmetsburg possessions. They played some really great defense and played really good offense as well. Steal by the E-Hawks. Are they going to take it coast to coast? No. The layup is missed. Layup is missed by Emma Outen, so Outen should be going to the free throw line. Foul is on Isabel Landgraf, so Landgraf with hers first. Outen, she is, let's see here, looks to me like she is 62.5% from the line this season. So Outen was 62.5% from the line. That percentage is going to go down just a little bit as she misses the first one, makes the second one. Another turnover by the Panthers. So the Panthers having a little bit of trouble. They're going to put Sydney Hurd in the game. See what she comes in for. Landgraf goes out, Sydney Hurd in. We'll see what Sydney Hurd does here. See how much Sydney Hurd can do. Three-pointer by the E-Hawks. No good. Rebound by the E-Hawks. Offensive rebound. They're going to pass it out. They're going to pass around. Drive in. No. Anderson got it for a second. She looked like she was going to shoot it. She ended up passing it. E-Hawks, they're just looking around, just seeing who they can find, if they can find anyone. Sydney Hurd will not let that shot go up. She blocks it. The block is technically rebounded by Anderson. Anderson immediately goes out of bounds, so that's a turnover. So a block leading to a turnover there for Storm Lake St. Mary's. E-Hawks contest the inbounds. St. Mary's, they're going to keep it though. Oh, excuse me. E-Hawks are going to get it instead. Ref originally signaled Panthers ball, however, then changed it, go E-Hawks. So E-Hawks, they keep it on their own end. Just passing it around. See if they can find someone they like that's open. They get to Anderson. Anderson puts up a nice layup. It's 5-0. 6:13 left here in the first quarter. So Sydney Hurd, she easily passes it to Neely Bacon. Neely Bacon gets it across. Neely Bacon gets the ball slapped out of her hands. Ball goes out of bounds. And this time it will stay Panther basketball. Lemoyne, she's going to inbound it. See who she goes to. Looks like she's looking at, she was looking at Natalie Green for a moment. She did get to Natalie Green. Natalie Green tries to get back to Lemoyne, and Lemoyne just cannot grab it. It's stolen by the E-Hawks. E-Hawks, they easily bring it to their own side. A steal by Lemoynes. She is going to have to stop because she picked up a dribble, but the ball does get across eventually. Neely Bacon in. The layup is good. She'll go for one more at the charity stripe. So Neely Bacon, by my record, she's 50% from the free throw line. So she'll get one shot and one shot only. And we'll just see what she can do. Landgraf, she comes back in. Out goes Alfaro. So Alfaro, she comes out. So already some unique substitutions. It's not just one player for another and then reverse that decision. It's one player coming in, then that player that went out coming in for a different player. Definitely some good strategy there by Coach Landgraf. E-Hawks have a little bit of trouble, and they almost turn it over there. They just barely save it. E-Hawks having a little bit of trouble. Looked like the ball handler there, that is number 12. Outen, it looked like Outen might have picked up her feet for just a moment, put him back down. No call. That's fine. Panthers, they have really no trouble getting it across with Sydney Hurd to pass it to. Hurd is a facilitator. Sydney Hurd, she can get that ball wherever it needs to go. And that is a skill that Storm Lake St. Mary's can really use quite a bit, as they do get into some trouble with full court presses occasionally. So E-Hawks passing it in. Couple passes. They do eventually find Shawnee. Shawnee misses a three-point shot. It's no good. Anderson goes up for a layup, and she is fouled. And so Anderson, she'll go to the line. Anderson, 43.6% from the free throw line this season. Landgraf gets her second foul, so Landgraf already 2 fouls on the night with 4:37 left here in the first quarter. So Landgraf, she's got to play somewhat conservatively, as she only has 2 more fouls to give the rest of the night. Avery Smith, she comes in for Landgraf, so Landgraf goes out. Avery Smith goes in. Lemoynes, she trades places with Avery Smith. Avery Smith goes back about to the half-court line. Lemoynes comes up to the lane. Second free throw's missed, so free throws missed. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're going to bring it up now. Once again, little trouble. Sydney Hurd using her ability to pass very well. Neely Bacon a long 2, but she easily drains it. I think Neely Bacon maybe didn't realize she wasn't behind the arc. Could have taken just a step back, get behind that arc, drain a nice three-pointer, and instead of being down 2, you would have only been down 1. But in either case, amazing shot by Neely Bacon. A foul on the other end is going to be a Sydney Hurd foul. So you're going to be having, that is Shawnee. Shawnee on the line. She is 69.7% from the free throw line. So 69.7% from the free throw line here for Shawnee. Would like to just quickly apologize. I didn't mean to sound condescending when I said take a 3, only be down by 1. So sorry about that. Just error of judgment. As a timeout for Storm Lake St. Mary's, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that 30-second timeout with them. You're watching Full Digital Solution in Panther Basketball.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
And we are back here with Storm Lake St. Mary's basketball. Storm Lake St. Mary's down 8-5 with 4:03 left here in the first quarter. Just join us. Bit of fairly typical game, I should say. Not really anything crazy. 3 fouls for Storm Lake St. Mary's, 1 foul for the E-Hawks of Emmetsburg. Free throw made, so I believe both free throws there made for, that was Shaney. So Shaney made both free throws. She was 69.7%. That'll go up just a little bit. She drains both. Moynihan's having a little bit of trouble. She goes up. She misses it. But an amazing shot nonetheless. If that would have gone in, that would have been an amazing thing for this team. E-Hawks, they fake a three instead of drive it in, but then they pass it out to fake another three. This time they're going to fake a three. No, they don't. They take a mid-range jump shot. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Natalie Green. So Natalie Green, the senior, she gets the rebound. She is fouled. Foul is on Nora Nelson. So Nora Nelson with her first foul on the night. That takes the E-Hawks up to 2 fouls on the half. Natalie Green, she's going to bring it up, and why not? Amazing at bringing that ball up all season from at least what I've seen. So Natalie Green taking the ball up. And a pass goes to Sydney Hurd. She loses it, tips it back in, stolen by the E-Hawks. And the E-Hawks, they capitalize on the other end. It's 11-5. Inbounds, it goes to Sydney Hurd. Not anything unusual. Sydney Hurd, she tends to either get the ball, that or, like I said, Natalie Green. It's Natalie Green and Sydney Hurd, the two biggest ball handlers for Storm Lake St. Mary's. E-Hawks going to make some substitutions, but no, they're going to call a timeout instead. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take that full timeout with them. You're watching Panther Basketball here in Full Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
And we are back here in Storm Lake, Iowa. Just join us. There's 2:54 left here in the first quarter. Score is 11-5 in favor of the E-Hawks. So the E-Hawks with that early 6-point lead. Storm Lake St. Mary's have been playing very, very well, though. So we'll see if that lead does grow, or if, the E-Hawks maybe stumble a little bit and Storm Lake St. Mary's can get back in this game. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I think Storm Lake St. Mary's could make a push for this if they can make just a few shots in a row, build up some momentum. The E-Hawks, they easily make the shot there. It's 13-5, so 13-5 in favor of the E-Hawks. Storm Lake St. Mary's, like I said, Natalie Green, Sydney Hurd, the biggest ball handlers for them. At least it appears from what I've seen in the games that we've got to broadcast here in Full Digital Solutions. So, it's a foul. The foul is on Emma Krause of the E-Hawks. So that's her first. Each team now has 3 team fouls. Neely Bacon for 3. She drains it. Neely Bacon takes a 3, and she drains it. She drained an easy mid-range jump shot earlier. And this time she's like, I'm going to step behind the arc and test my luck. And, well, her luck was good. The E-Hawks, they can't respond to 3 of their own. They put a layup. It's no good. And that layup's rebounded by Storm Lake St. Mary's. Here we go. Here we go. See what St. Mary's can do. The Panthers got in a little bit of trouble. And the Panthers' trouble leads to a turnover. So Neely Bacon, I think, has been the hot hand tonight. Mid-range jump shot, a 3-point jump shot, does add up to 5 points. She has a total of 8, so she has scored all of Storm Lake St. Mary's points tonight. So Neely Bacon, definitely the hot hand for the Panthers so far tonight. Let's see if she can continue that. And maybe Neely Bacon will be the star of the show tonight, and Storm Lake St. Mary's can get a very nice win at home. The E-Hawks just passing around. Just seeing what they can do, just seeing who they can find. And the Panthers, they steal for a couple seconds. They can never get full control of it, and that leads to an E-Hawk travel and an E-Hawk turnover. Ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers, they got the chance to bring this score down to a one-possession game. Sydney Hurd brings it up. See what she can do here. She drives in, and she is fouled on the layup. She'll go for an and one at the charity stripe. So Sydney Hurd with her first points, with the first points of anyone not named Neely Bacon here from Storm Lake St. Mary's tonight. And she has the chance to bring this deficit down to 2. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're playing amazing tonight. And she drains it. She absolutely drains the free throw there. Sydney Hurd, she's 41.8% from the line this season, so that free throw make perhaps a little bit unexpected. The deficit is 2. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay E-Hawk ball. A little bit of a scoreboard error as they accidentally on the scoreboard gave the points to Maddie Florentino. So Florentino, going to the scoreboard, has 2 points. She actually has not stepped out to play tonight, so a little bit of a scoring error there up on the scoreboard, opposite side of our broadcast booth. Emmetsburg having a little bit of trouble, and that trouble bites them, and it will be Panther basketball. There's going to be a quick substitution. In comes Myra Steffen. Out goes, looks like that's number 12. That is going to be Emma Outen. So Outen out for Steffen. A little bit of miscommunication there for the Panthers, inboundsing it. See what Sydney Hurd can do. Sydney Hurd up. She is fouled. Foul is on number 14. That is Steffen. So Steffen comes in, immediately gets fouled. Oh, excuse me. Foul is not against Steffen. The foul is on Anderson. So foul against Anderson. The refs say it was not on the shot. Don't know if I quite agree with that one. Natalie Green, she gets the inbound. She passes it to Bianca Lemoynes. Lemoynes, she is going to go up. Shot no good. She cannot get the rebound. And a jump ball. The ref says a jump ball. The jump ball will go to Storm Lake St. Mary's. So St. Mary's gets the ball. 24.5 left on the left on the game clock. There is no shot clock. So they have all 24.5 seconds to just find a shot. Communication, a little bit of a miscommunication, I should say, on the Panther end. It leads to a turnover and an E-Hawk bucket. St. Mary's, they get the ball back pretty quickly. They can just get like a 3 here. I mean, to be down by 1 going in the second quarter, that's got to be very good for the Panthers if they can make something like a 3 here. Sydney Hurd's fouled on a shot. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So Sydney Hurd fouled. That's the 6th team foul against the E-Hawks. They're on a 5 foul to no run. So 5 fouls to no fouls. And about the last 5 minutes of game time. So the next foul for Emmetsburg will be free throws for the rest of the way for the half for the Panthers. So the Panthers shooting free throws the rest of the way. Foul is on Anderson. That's her 2nd. The free throw quickly. Then you get the ball up. They have a little bit of trouble. Sydney Hurd just tips out of bounds. 0.8 seconds left. If Emmetsburg could, I'm not sure. Maybe throw it up real quick. They got to take a shot. They take a 3-point jump shot. It's no good. Really wasn't sure what they were going to do there. But they missed the 3-point jump shot. It's 15-11 here at the end of the first. There's a minute quarter break. We'll take that minute quarter break with them. You're watching Panther basketball here on Full Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
And welcome back here, folks. Storm Lake, Iowa, in the beginning of the second quarter. So, just join us, beginning of the second quarter, like I said. It's 15-11 in favor of the E-Hawks. Storm Lake St. Mary's keeping it close. Storm Lake St. Mary's, at least to me, always just seems like more of a second half team. So keeping this game close here in the first half, it's going to set up that second half very, very well for Storm Lake St. Mary's. A block by Sydney Hurd leads to a turnover. Storm Lake St. Mary's, an offensive possession for Storm Lake St. Mary's, I should say. Travel for Neely Bacon. That's going to be a turnover. I think Landgraf just reminding Neely she needs to just keep her feet set, and just try to find an open teammate if she does get stuck, but with keeping that pivot foot on the ground. So, E-Hawks are passing around. Looks like they were going to go for a three for a second. They end up not doing so. A shot is blocked by Sydney Hurd and is slapped back into play by one of the E-Hawks players. And a shot for the E-Hawks is good. It's 17-11. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they just need to get some shots going here. You know, they were down by 2 at one point. Now down by 6. So make a 3-point jump shot here. You can be down by 3. Neely took a 3-point jump shot. It was no good. And over the back foul was called. Over the back foul is not actually in the rule book, but you see it all the time. It's one of those made up fouls, shall we say. So, and over the back. Shot by the E-Hawks just goes out of bounds. Remain E-Hawk ball. So, inbounds the E-Hawks. They're going to inbound it. Inbounds is going to go to Myra Steffen. So Steffen, she passes it to Alton. Alton, she's looking around, seeing what she can do. She eventually finds Kalisa Joyce. Joyce drives in. She tries to pass it off, but the pass just a little bit off. A little bit off of its intended path and goes out of bounds. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're going to get the ball back. They're going to get over the half-court line fairly easily. It looks like Neely Bacon was going to do it at first. She stopped, passed it to Natalie Green. Not sure if maybe she just thought Natalie Green was more of a position to maybe get that offense set up properly. But in either case, it does get across. Some bumping and banging down in the down the post. It leads to a foul. So Sydney Hurd, she'll go to the line for 1-1. So Sydney Hurd, I believe the ref signaled she was pushed. And not really surprising that Sydney Hurd, she was trying to get to the basket and she had 2 defenders on her. So just a kind of a victim of circumstance there for the E-Hawks, just trying to defend Hurd and couldn't quite do it cleanly. Lemoynes and Avery Smith, they check back in. Out goes Landgraf. There was one other player that went out. It looks like that was maybe Alfaro. So, second free throw's missed. It's 17-12. E-Hawks passing around, just seeing what they can find. Shot by the E-Hawks. It's good. Mid-range jump shot. That makes the score 19-12. Now Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're going to be bringing it up. Sydney Hurd, she sets a nice screen for Neely. And Neely gives it to Natalie Green. Natalie Green looks around, seeing what she can do. She gives it to Bianca Lemoynes, to Bacon, to Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd's fouled. That's the 8th team foul for the Hawks. So Sydney Hurd, she'll go to the line for another 1-and-1. The foul is going to be on Shawnee, so Shawnee with her first. Looks like to me that no player on the Hawks has more than 2 fouls. I believe it's a similar scenario over on the St. Mary's side as well. First free throw by Sydney Hurd, it's good. So no one really in trouble for the Hawks thus far. Same with Storm Lake St. Mary's. However, the Hawks have put Storm Lake St. Mary's into the bonus quite easily. And it's likely that it'll be a double bonus before we end this half here. Sydney Hurd, she joins both free throws very easily. So Sydney Hurd, she's been making progress with those free throws this season, it seems. I believe she's taken 5 attempts and made 3 or 4 of them. So Sydney Hurd, very good from the free throw line tonight. Sydney Hurd, Sydney Hurd was guarding very well. And forces a pass out to the arc, and the drive-in is missed. Sydney Hurd, she just gets the rebound. So Sydney Hurd, who got the rebound, passed it up, ball's brought up. She tries to get a pass, and the motion of getting the pass, she gets fouled by Shawnee, so that's Shawnee's second. Sydney Hurd went down hard when Shawnee essentially ran over her. So Sydney Hurd, she'll be going to the line for the 4th time tonight, I believe. So Sydney Hurd, a very popular person to foul, it seems, tonight. She misses that first free throw. It's almost rebounded by Neely Bacon, but Neely Bacon just couldn't quite bring it in. It's lost by the Hawks for just a second. A jump ball is going to occur. We'll see who that favors. By the way the players are acting, that's going to favor Storm Lake St. Mary's. It's not on the scoreboard, so I do not know who the possession arrow goes to. I'm not sure if it's up on your screen either. So a bit confusing to know of who will get the ball each time. Storm Lake St. Mary's, like I said, they do get the ball. And they're going to drive in. Sydney Hurd, she cannot make the layup. The kind of fight for the ball leads the ball going out to the outer key. And Sydney Hurd is fouled on a layup attempt. That's the 10th team foul for the Hawks. So not only is it a shooting foul, so it's 2 free throws anyway. The Panthers are shooting 2 free throws for the next 4 minutes and 19 seconds of this first half. So the Panthers, they have to capitalize on this. They are down by 5. Down by 4 now is Sydney Hurd. She makes that first free throw. They need to capitalize on these, because if they can just make every free throw they take, because it seems like they're getting fouled quite a bit, they're going to be in this game, and they're possibly going to be leading. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they maximize those free throw opportunities that time around. So the charity stripe being very friendly to them tonight. It's 19-16. Like I said, Storm Lake St. Mary's usually a second half team, playing very well in the first half. We'll have to see if that second half magic happens again. They get a steal. Storm Lake St. Mary's has the opportunity to tie it up here with the 3. Neely Bacon, you got to pass that to Neely Bacon. You have to pass that to Neely Bacon. She's been the hot hand thus far, is leading the team in points. She doesn't get the ball that time around, but there's a foul, and I believe it's going to be Bianca Lemoynes going to the line. Maybe. Yes, it is. So Bianca Lemoynes going to the line. That is going to be Stefan's second foul. Lemoynes, see what she can do here. She's 36% from the line this season. She misses that first one. She can just make that second one. That'd be awesome. Couple substitutions. Sydney Hurd goes out. In comes Landgraf. So Landgraf in for Hurd. Just going to see what happens here. Bianca Lemoynes, she misses that second free throw. So it is going to be, so it's going to remain 19-16 in favor of the Hawks. So like St. Mary's, if they can just get a 3-pointer after a stop, so a defensive stop and a 3-pointer, they're going to be tied up in this game. the Hawks just look all out of sorts. They're making bad passes, bad plays, taking not really great shots as of late. They missed a layup, but they're fouled, so they're going to go to the line. That's 5 team fouls. See the foul's on. Didn't quite catch the number the first time around. It is on Natalie Green, so that's Natalie Green's second foul. So Natalie Green and Isabel Landgraf, they have 2 fouls apiece. Don't know who the other foul is on. The other foul might be on Sydney Hurd, come to think of it. First free throw is made by Shawnee. So Shawnee makes her first free throw of the night, I do believe. Shawnee, she's 44. No, that's not her first free throws. She's taken at least 2 before those 2 there, so she's taken 4 free throws. I believe has made 3 of them. There's going to be a timeout here from the E-Hawks. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that 30-second timeout with them. You're watching Panther Basketball here in Full Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And welcome back here on Full Digital Solutions, Storm Lake St. Mary's Panther Basketball. Just join us, 3:28 left here in the first half, second quarter as well. It's 20-16 in favor of the E-Hawks. So the E-Hawks, they do lead by just 4 points, and they're not going to lead by 6. So Storm Lake St. Mary's, they get close, but they just cannot ever quite take that lead. They've trailed by as few as 2. And I believe the most they've ever trailed by is a 6-point deficit they're at right now. A broadcast partner during that commercial break noted that Storm Lake St. Mary's kind of been living off the free throw tonight. Storm Lake St. Mary's has been living off the free throw. He is right. But you know what? When the other team is fouling you, I believe it's up to 11 times now, you're going to take those free throws very, very happily. Sydney Hurd, she comes back in. Out goes Nat. Well, looking, trying to figure out who went out. I think it was Alfaro. I think Alfaro has left the game in exchange for Sydney Hurd. 3-point shot by the E-Hawks. It's drained. And it's only a 2-point jump shot. Only a 2-point jump shot. Her foot was on the line. So Panthers now trail by 8. They now trail by 6 as Sydney Hurd puts up an easy layup. Natalie Green, she scored the first 8 points of Storm Lake St. Mary's. Sydney Hurd has scored 8 out of the last 10. Sydney Hurd, she gets a steal. Sydney Hurd, if you're not putting her out on the floor, this team just struggles so much. When Sydney Hurd's out there playing for the Panthers, they just seem to do a lot better. So the deficit's now 7. And it's now going to be back up to 9. So they did correct the shot. It was a 3-point jump shot, not a 2. So Panthers now down by 9. 1:54 left here in the first half. Pass it to Neely Bacon. They do eventually. Neely Bacon, she fakes a shot. Is smothered by the defense. Cannot take the 3-point jump shot she was looking for. Now she's wide open. She takes the 3-point jump shot. It's good! So Neely Bacon looking like Steph Curry out there tonight. She is just draining threes left and right. It's 27-21, Storm Lake St. Mary's. Sydney Hurd, Neely Bacon. It's been the Hurd-Bacon show so far tonight for the Panthers. Storm Lake St. Mary's just trying to play the best defense they can, just trying to keep it close. You keep it close, maybe you can get back into this game. Take that lead. A fast break by Lemoynes. She goes up. It's good. 27-23. Storm Lake St. Mary's saying, don't count us out yet. Storm Lake St. Mary's just see what they can do. Play that great defense. It's a 2-possession game right now. It's going to be a 3-possession game after that 3-point jump shot. Storm Lake St. Mary's They they gotta cover that 3-point shot a little bit better. I believe there's been three threes taken like last minute or so of the game, and that has cost Storm Lake St. Mary's quite dearly. As you prevent those, you're up by 2. So Storm Lake St. Mary's down by 7. 20 seconds left now. Shot clock is turned off, so Emmetsburg can hold for the last shot if they do wish. They don't wish to. They could always not. A long 2, it's missed. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're just covering. Long 3-point jump shot taken. It's bricked. Excuse me, not bricked. It just goes out of bounds. It was an air ball. It really didn't touch much. So halftime score is going to be 30-23. There's 0.1 on the second. 0.1 seconds left on the clock. The refs are saying change it. See what they change it to. It's going to be under a full second. Maybe if they do change it at all. If they don't, well, great. 0.6. So it'll be 0.6 left on the shot clock. Excuse me, on the game clock. 0.6 left here on the game clock. Just see what you can do. And what they did was just inbounds it, let that clock just expire. Might as well. Not really much you can do with 0.6 left when you're on the wrong side of the court. So, halftime score, 30-23. We'll be back after some commercials. Got to pay some bills here on Full Digital Solutions. And we will talk about this game, give a little bit of halftime report, and give you a preview for the second half as we watch a very competitive basketball game here in Storm Lake, Iowa. You're watching Panther Basketball on Full Digital Solutions. We'll be back after some commercials.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
So thank you everybody for your time this evening. We look forward to renovating the music room, but we're going to need your help. There are many ways you can help put your footprint onto this room and renovation. If you would like to donate specifically to the project, please reach out to Kelly or myself. Donate online or plan to donate during our first auction at the ball. We'll see you all on March 11th.
All right, fans, we've got Chuck-a-Duck tonight. Let's go ahead and bring out the Ducks. We've got Melissa Nelson in charge.
Okay, everybody that has a duck, no working, doesn't matter. We're going to try and get it into that pink blue center. So on your marks, get set, go. Anybody else? Okay. If, we'll come pick these up, hold on just a minute. A quick little heads up, after they announce the winners of Chuck-a-Duck, we're going to be doing half first, half for $1, so stick around for that.
Thank you. And welcome back. Just under 8 minutes here left in the halftime. Couple things before we do get to the halftime show, the very fun part of halftime, I know. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. They make this broadcast possible. First and foremost, Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. They make that broadcast you see on your TV, phone, tablet, computer, wherever you're watching this wonderful game. They make this broadcast possible. Not only them, United Bank of Iowa, they make that scoreboard you see up on your screen possible. Without them, well, you wouldn't know the score, and, well, that wouldn't be too much fun. So at halftime, I know it says on your screen 30 to 23. And when we left, I did say 30 to 23. However, after some careful calculating, they did change the score. So the official score is now 28 to 23. I'm not sure if maybe there was an extra basket accidentally counted, but in either case, it's now 28-23. So the halftime score is 28-23. Deficit for Storm Lake St. Mary's is now 5 instead of 7. So at halftime, like I said, 28-23. So far, it's been Neely Bacon and Sydney Hurd. They have combined for 19 points. Neely Bacon scored the team's first 8, while Sydney Hurd then scored the next 8 out of the 10, and then Neely Bacon, she joined to 3. So Neely Bacon, she's been the hot hand tonight. Neely Bacon has made some really good shots, has just been on fire. And I think if that can continue in the second half, maybe go off a little bit more, very well could see a Storm Lake St. Mary's win here tonight. Got a halftime court shot going on right now. Just let you watch that as it occurs. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they were gifted a lot of free throws by the Ehawks. Ehawks committed, I believe it was 12 team fouls. And as I am talking, a young man down the court just drained a half-court shot there. So he gets to pick a prize. Not sure what the prizes are, but he does get to pick a prize. 5:10 left. Just watching the Ehawks kind of shoot around, just seeing how they look coming out of the locker room. Coming out of the locker room, they look very unsteady. They're missing a lot of shots they take. Of course, this is just shoot around. They don't have anyone guarding them. They don't have to worry about the clock, nothing like that. So, at least from the half court kind of re-warm up, Ehawks might just be in a little bit of shooting trouble. It's 4:40 left. We will take a commercial break, just fill some of that half time. And when we come back, hopefully it'll only be about a minute or so. Can kind of get you ready for that second half. And till then, you're watching Panther basketball here on Fuller Digital Solutions, and we cannot wait for the second half action to get started.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And welcome back, folks. A little bit of some technical difficulties there on our end. Lost audio for just a minute there. But we are back, hopefully now. So get that all sorted out. Get everything going properly. It is 31-23 now. So 31-23. Here, 6:26 left in the third quarter. Like I said, it's technical difficulties. Just lost audio. Had to restart our stuff so we get that audio back for you fine people. So 6:07 left. Bianca Lamones, she did steal it. She tried to bring it down and just couldn't quite finish the job. Jump ball. It's gonna be the jump ball. It looks like it's gonna be Panther basketball, which is good. Panther basketball. They're down by 8. Maybe you get a 3 here. You're down by 5. Maybe stop and get another 2. No, get a 2. Maybe even another 3 if you're extra lucky. And you're right back in this game. One possession. Maybe some wishful thinking. As buckets this game have been hard to come by for both teams. So I think maybe both teams making some back-to-back buckets. Neely Bacon, as I'm talking about buckets being hard to come by for both teams these games. Neely Bacon just puts up a 3, easily drains it, Steph Curry style. No regards for the defense. There was no defense on Neely Bacon. And Emmetsburg, they answered back with a 3 of their own. So Neely Bacon drains a 3, Emmetsburg drains a 3, and we're right back where we were before Neely Bacon even drained a 3. And Neely Bacon, she about drains another one off of a no-look Sydney Hurd pass. That would have been an assist. So 34-26. Stone Lake St. Mary's, like I said, usually a second-half team. They can just get something going here early in the second half. You'll be good. Neely Bacon, she comes out in favor. Is going to be Avery Smith. So Avery Smith comes in for Neely Bacon. Not 100% sure if I necessarily agree with that, as Neely Bacon kind of been very impactful tonight. Sydney Hurd, she makes a bucket. She's also been very impactful tonight. Sydney Hurd, Neely Bacon, Neely Bacon, Sydney Hurd, Neely Bacon. They have been like the big two, as some people might say, the big two for Stone Lake St. Mary's tonight. It's been the Bacon and Hurd show. Some incredible defense by Sydney Hurd down in the post. Almost leads to an E-Hawk turnover. E-Hawks having so much trouble just trying to get the ball trying to get possession of the ball. As a foul, see what the foul's on. Foul's going to be on Avery Smith. That's Smith's first. So it'll be E-Hawk basketball. Couple substitutions here for the E-Hawks. Panthers down by 6. E-Hawks up by 6, however we'd like to say it. E-Hawks just looking around, just trying to find, trying to find a shot they like. Goes off the leg of one of the Panthers players, says the ref. So that will be, E-Hawk ball still. A lot of trouble for the E-Hawks just trying to get the ball. Foul on the shot. That's going to send Kalista Joyce to the free throw line. I believe Kalista Joyce, I believe my broadcast partner before the game told me Kalista Joyce, I believe it's her cousin, is a part of the Bishop Garrigan duo that has gone to, I believe, 2 or 3 state championship games. So Kalista Joyce, kind of a part of a somewhat local basketball family, if you will. Second free throw was made, but it's ruled no good. It's either a lane violation or one of the shooter stepped over the free throw line. which I believe is a lane violation as well. So, but someone went in the lane when they weren't supposed to, essentially. It's not good. You can't do that. It's Panther basketball here on the side. Well, on the baseline. Natalie Green, she takes a three. Three is no good. Sydney Hurd kind of read the missed pass, missed shot. It's a little bit wrong. She was going back thinking it was time to play some more of that hard-nosed defense that Sydney Hurd likes to play, just blocking shots left and right. But Sydney Hurd, she doesn't backpedal towards the opposite baseline. She probably easily has that rebound. It would have been Panther basketball, and who knows if the Panthers maybe capitalize on that just a little bit. Coach Landgraf for the Panthers, he calls a 30-second timeout. We'll take that 30-second timeout with him. You're watching Panther basketball here in Full Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And we are back here in Storm Lake, Iowa. Storm Lake St. Mary's versus the Emmetsburg Ehawks. Emmetsburg been having just a little bit of trouble, and that travel right there is just the latest of their troubles, as that's going to be a turnover. Storm Lake St. Mary's going to get the ball back. Storm Lake St. Mary's was going to get the ball back. One of the refs goes up to the other ref and says, no, that was not a travel. She was shoved down. And, two refs, they kind of just agree that Landgraf did push down the Ehawks offensive players. So it's going to be a foul on Landgraf. That's her fourth instead of a Ehawks turnover. Ehawks, they really can't do much on that new offensive possession. Instead, it's just a missed shot. Panthers to get the ball back. Natalie Green for three. Shot no good. Goes out of bounds. And now it will be Ehawk basketball once more. And it's going to be, it looks like a full timeout now for the Ehawks. So a lot of timeouts. We'll take that full timeout with them. You're watching Panther basketball here in Full Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
And welcome back here to beautiful Storm Lake, Iowa. Just joined us. It's third quarter, 2:26 left here in the third quarter. It's 37-28 in favor of the Ehawks. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they need to get something going. The first half, Storm Lake St. Mary's was hot on the Ehawks trail, as the Ehawks never got ahead by more than, I think, about 7. And now the Ehawks, they lead by 11. So Storm Lake St. Mary's having just a little bit of trouble. But that's understandable as well. the Hawks have been much more defensively sound, which is great if you're an E-Hawk fan. If you're a Panther fan, maybe you're not really a fan of the E-Hawks kind of stepping up on defense just a little bit there. Neely Bacon, she drives in. She gets the layup. Neely Bacon, seems to always want to take a three-point shot or a shot of some kind, and especially tonight, Neely Bacon taking a lot of shots. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing whatsoever. Talking about Neely Bacon, she actually gets her first foul of the night. So Bacon and Hurd actually add up for 26. Bacon is contributing 16 of that total. Sydney Hurd with 10. So Sydney Hurd, Neely Bacon, they scored all but 4 of their team's points. The other points going to Bianca Lemoynes, and I believe maybe Landgraf has put up a made shot, if I remember correctly. But if not, Sydney Hurd and Neely Bacon definitely the two biggest contributors out there tonight, points-wise. Sydney Hurd, she takes a shot. That shot's no good. Talking about Kalista Joyce just a few moments ago. Said her cousin plays for Bishop Garrigan. That's Molly Joyce. So if you ever had the ability to watch some of those Bishop Garrigan girls games with Audie Crooks and Molly Joyce, that Molly Joyce is the cousin of the Kalista Joyce out there on the court tonight for the Hawks. Sydney Hurd, she goes up. Shot no good. It's 43-13, so biggest lead the Hawks have had all night right now. Swimming Lake St. Mary's, they've played very, very well, and they're going to need that fourth quarter for sure to get back in this game, as they have not had the luxury of taking a whole lot of free throws this half like they did the first half. They've committed 17 fouls, while the Hawks this half only committed 1 compared to the 12 that they had the first half. First free throw there. That is Maddie Anderson at the line. First free throw, no good. She's 43.6% from the line this season. So that's 17 for 39. So not a bad shooter. Maybe just had a little bit of bad luck there, but she did miss that first one. She does make the second one. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they'll bring it right back up. At least Storm Lake St. Mary's had 16 fouls in the first half. They have 7 this half. That's a total of 13. I want to say it was 12 team fouls for the Hawks first half. They've won this half. So both teams had a total of 13 team fouls this game. Although this half it's been much more lopsided against the Panthers. Neely Bacon, she took a 3. She easily made that one. So Neely Bacon, she gets her 19th point of the season. Excuse me, out of the season of the night. So Neely Bacon's threatening to put up 20 tonight. And for Neely Bacon, she only had 51 coming into tonight. So if she can just get that extra one, that's a total of 71, which would be a huge chunk of her season total. So Neely Bacon having her best game of the season. Just looking at the overall stats, but. 45-33, E-Hawks have kind of just pulled away. Like I said, if the Panthers want to get back in this one, they're going to need a good fourth quarter, as that good fourth quarter is going to have to include outscoring their opponents by 13, it looks like, unless they make a shot here. Neely Bacon, she's going to get the pass from Sydney Hurd. Neely Bacon, Natalie Green to Sydney Hurd. She takes a shot. Shot was after the buzzer, so it won't count. There's a minute break here between the third and fourth quarters. We'll take that minute break with them, and we'll come back for the fourth and final quarter of action. You're watching Panther Basketball here on Full Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And we are back here in Swim Lake, Iowa. Just join us at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's 46-33. Swim Lake St. Mary's was down by just, I believe, 5 at the halftime. They're down by 13 now. So they had a little bit of a rough third quarter as they only scored 10, and the Hawks, I believe, scored 18. Yeah, that math would work out 18-10 in the third quarter in favor of the Hawks. So the Panthers, they need to get something done here. Bianca Lemoyne, she's fouled, so that will give the Hawks their second team foul of the half. That will give Patience Wida. So Patience Wida, that's her third foul. I don't believe we talked about Wida much. Panthers, they just inbound it. Sydney Hurd with a no-look pass. She's really good at those. Sydney Hurd drives in. She gets fouled. Sydney Hurd, 6'4", can drive in very well, and definitely not someone you want to see driving in the lane at you, as she's either going to make the bucket or you're going to be taking a very hard blocking foul. Looking down the sideline, Maddie Florentino is getting ready to come in. See who she does come in for. She is coming in for Natalie Green. So Natalie Green goes out. Neely Bacon, she falls back to the half-court line roughly. Sydney Hurd, she makes both those free throws there, so they cut the deficit to just 11. I think if Swim Lake St. Mary's can just make a few shots, get some momentum going, they could still win this game. That needs to be said. Lemoyne, she grabs a long rebound. She just finds Sydney Hurd. Florentino, she gets it into Sydney Hurd. A little bit of trouble there. Oh, excuse me. That was not Sydney Hurd. That was to Landgraf. Landgraf had a little bit of trouble. Landgraf did then find Sydney Hurd. Travel for the E-Hawks. That'll be Panther basketball once more. The Panthers, they need to get going. They're down by 11 with 6:46 left. I wouldn't say the situation's dire yet, but you let a few buckets go unscored, and that situation, it will become dire. Will become dire. You lost my voice there for a second. Neely Bacon having a little bit of trouble. She turns it over. The Hawks, they go not quite coast to coast, but they do make that layup. The Hawks increase the lead to 13. Panthers, they bring it up. And it's a turnover for the E-Hawks, which is then followed by a turnover against the Panthers there. So a little bit of a turnover fest going on there. 2 turnovers in about 5-ish seconds. Don't like to ever really see that, but it happens. Happens once in a while. Landgraf, Coach Landgraf, I should say, he's very happy with his team's defensive effort thus far this possession, and he wasn't saying he's going to be pretty happy with this rebound, because I thought Panthers was about to get a rebound. They couldn't quite draw it in. Not being able to draw it in, it stays E-Hawk ball. E-Hawks, they take a mid-range jump shot. It's airballed. But they grab their own rebound. 5:26 left. There is a charge. A charging foul, it appears. So that's going to be going against Shawnee. So Rachel Shawnee with her third foul. So after the charging foul and turnover, which will give Storm Lake St. Mary's the ball, Coach Landgraf, he's like, I need about a minute to talk this over with my players. We'll take that minute timeout with him. You're watching Full Digital Solutions in Panther Basketball. And welcome back. During that short commercial break, that we were going to take 2 commercials. I ended up only taking 1. Kind of went a little bit late, so figured only take 1. Come back, let you see all the action here in the fourth quarter. But during that 30-second commercial, you had the Emmetsburg Eahawks coach. She was not happy with the looks like it would be the back ref, so you can't quite see him on your screen until still can't quite see him as he's in the back half of the court. But he was explaining to the Hawk coach that why it was a charge. She was not liking it whatsoever. She wasn't having it, and eventually he just walks away. She walks away, very much in disagreement. So we'll see if maybe some issues with the refs boils over here on the Hawk side as there's 5 minutes left, and it's going to be very interesting 5 minutes. As you know, Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're bound and determined to get this win here. They're going to play as hard as they can, as hard as they need to try to get this win. And there is talking about who I don't know. But maybe there's enough players. It looks like there's enough players out there. Not quite sure what was going on. It looks like they're making sure there's enough players, not too many players out there for both teams, and then they started talking a little bit more, not really sure what that was about. And there's a foul on number 14. That is Steffen. Steffen called for a push against Sydney Hurd. Sydney Hurd set an illegal screen. Sydney Hurd, she set, she got ready to screen, and she was just shoved down by Steffen. So the correct call there by the ref, making sure to give Steffen that foul there, as that was a push. You cannot just body the screening player. Florendino, she makes a 3. My, Florendino has only taken 1 3-pointer this season. She missed it. She's now taken 2, and she made it. So she's 1 for 2 on this season. That's 50%. So Florendino, it's 1 for 2. That is technically 50%, but you know what? That was a very exciting 3-pointer. That definitely brought this crowd up to life just a little bit. So Sydney Hurd, she's going to bring it up. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they have to feel confident. They have to feel as though they're still in this game, because for all intents and purposes, they are still in this game. Eahawks can't quite take it coast to coast. There's a foul on Natalie Green. Ref says it's not on the shot. That's going to be Green's 4th. So Green and Landgraf both with 4. They're in some severe foul trouble. Looks like Lemoyne, she'll be coming back in. Ref actually changes his mind. Is like, yeah, it is on the shot. So instead, you're going to be having 2 free throws instead of just an inbounds. So with 2 players, 4 fouls, Landgraf actually did go out. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense now. So it was on the floor. It was not a shooting foul. I failed to realize that it's going to be a 1-1 situation. So the first free throw for Stefan, it's good. She's 57.8 on the season. She makes both of them, so that's 100% from that for that trip. Her percentage will go up just a little bit. Sydney Hurd makes an amazing pass that leads to an amazing layup. It's 50-40. Storm Lake St. Mary's, you make a couple shots here, you build a little bit of momentum, you get within one possession. This is going to be an exciting end to this game. But that's if Storm Lake St. Mary's can just do what they need to do, which is a great effort. It is a great effort. Looks like Natalie Green, she'll be coming back in. See what she comes in for. Oh, Florentino was supposed to come out. She didn't quite realize it. That would have been bad if E-Hawks would have started the play there. That would have been a technical foul, as too many players out on the court there. Travel. E-Hawks turn it over. Storm Lake St. Mary's. They need to make some shots here. They need to make a couple baskets. Neely Bacon and Sydney Hurd, probably the two people I would look at the most. I think Sydney Hurd looks like she was going to go to either Natalie Green or Neely Bacon there, and well, neither one was in the vicinity where she sent the pass, so goes out of bounds. It is a turnover. Hopefully, Storm Lake St. Mary's can play some good defense here on this trip. I would say if Storm Lake St. Mary's can't stop them this time around, that's probably it. And we have a 10th team foul, so that'll be 2 free throws. 2 free throws for Emmetsburg rest of the way. Looks like that is going to be Stefan out there. So Myra Stefan, she made 2 free throws just a moment ago. She'll get to take 2 more. She misses that first one. She makes the second one. So it's an 11-point lead. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they need to get going now if they want to get back in this game. Sydney Hurd, she drives in, layup good. Deficit is 9. 3 minutes left, deficit is 9. Blocking foul on Sydney Hurd, that's her second. That'll send the Hawks to the line for 2 freebies. That is going to be Rachel Shawnee. So Shawnee, she'll be taking 2 free throws. She's 69.7 on the season before tonight. That percentage just a little bit different now after she's taken a couple free throws. She makes that first one. Don't want to ever think that that's going to be the dagger, but unless Storm Lake St. Mary's gets something going quick, that might be it. 2:52 left now. Again, Storm Lake St. Mary's, they could start playing the best basketball ever seen in the history of the game and come back to win this, but they don't. Well, that's just going to be the end of it, I do believe. Sydney Hurd, she's fouled. So she'll go to the line. Sydney Hurd, she's been really good at free throw shooting tonight. So it's going to be very, very fun. Very interesting to see what she does here. If she can make a good free throw, take a second one, make that one. Down by 9, back where you were just a few moments ago. But in any case, it's all about just getting points, just trying to cut the deficit wherever you can. Coach Landgraf says he needs a minute to talk it over, so we'll take that minute break with him. You're watching Panther Basketball here on Full Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And we are back here. 2:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they're down by 11. Sydney Hurd's at the free throw line to take free throws. Tell you what, Storm Lake St. Mary's, if they would have played the second half how they played in the first half, this would be a much different story. They would probably be up. Storm Lake St. Mary's played incredibly well that first half. Second half, they just struggled just a little bit. And they're now down by 11. Down by 11 still is Sydney Hurd. She cannot make either one of those free throws. So I'm thinking those missed free throws might very well be the dagger. But if not, it'd be an amazing comeback. Blocking foul on blitz, Bianca Lemoynes. That's her fourth. So that's going to be 2 free throws now for the Hawks. What I'm thinking is what's going to happen here. You do have 3 players on the Storm Lake St. Mary's side with 4 fouls. Looking at who could possibly come in, Avery Smith, that's a name that could possibly come in. Ashley Camacho, she very well could come in. I don't think we have seen Camacho all night though. Jenna Martin and Harley Doyle, probably the best options still left out there now. But Storm Lake St. Mary's, is just a little bit desperate to cut in this deficit and taking some bad shots. Mary Florentino, she draws her second foul now. So, 55-42, 15 left. Storm Lake St. Mary's played amazing basketball tonight. Just looks like they're going to come up just a little bit short, though. And no discredit to the Hawks either. They have played great basketball as well. So the Hawks and Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, they matched up well, but it just looks like the Hawks are going to get the better end of this matchup. The Storm Lake St. Mary's, you got a few games left. One more home game. Actually, no, 2 more home games. There's 2 more home games. There's actually a home game. There's a home game tomorrow against Whiting. Full Digital Solutions will not be on that broadcast, unfortunately. Kind of wish we were, but unfortunately just cannot do it. But the Whiting Storm Lake St. Mary's game tomorrow should be incredibly good. So if you're in the Storm Lake area, normal times, come in tomorrow. Yeah, it's a Saturday, but Saturday basketball is always fun no matter what level it is. So, in the Storm Lake area, why don't you come watch Whiting versus Storm Lake St. Mary's tomorrow? Should be 2 really good games. As we wrap up this game, Sydney Hurd, she made that first free throw. She's going to make the second one as well. Sydney Hurd, she did draw a foul. It was a blocking foul against, don't quite remember who it was against. However, the Hawks bench was not happy at all. Now there's going to be some free throws. Trying to figure out what number that will be taking those free throws. Looks like it might be number 12. That would be Emma Outen, I believe. So Outen, she makes that first one. Landgraf is going to come in for Lemoyne. So you now have 3 players out there. No, it is still 2 players out there for Storm Lake St. Mary's with 4 fouls. So some risky business for Storm Lake St. Mary's. That second free throw by Outen, it's missed. Storm Lake St. Mary's going to take it down the other end. Sydney Hurd can't quite get a layup. A layup jumper. It's kind of a layup, kind of a jumper, maybe a floater, proper term. Just couldn't quite fall. Storm Lake St. Mary's, they get full court pressed. There was a travel there. I'm going to agree with the E-Hawk coach on that one. Natalie Green did drag her feet. Natalie Green, she'll take a 3. She won't make that one. A little bit of trouble there for the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. Natalie Green, she'll drive it in. And travel, no call there. Natalie Green, she puts up the layup. Good stuff. And, excuse me. Neely Bacon was the one that drove in. So Neely Bacon, she gets her 21st points on the night. Coach Landgraf says he needs another minute to talk some things over, so we'll take a short commercial break. And you're watching Panther Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
And welcome back here at Storm Lake, Iowa. As I was saying before we went to the commercial break, Neely Bacon has gotten her 21st points of the night. So, Neely Bacon with 21 points on the night. She has scored roughly 29% of her season points tonight. So Neely Bacon having a very good outing. Very, very good outing. Sydney Hurd, she's the second leading scorer. She has 16. So Hurd and Bacon, given that update once more, they've combined for 37 out of the team's 46 points. Storm Lake St. Mary's, Sydney Hurd, she does get the turnover. Would off of, looks like her lower body. Ref didn't call a kickball violation, anything like that. So it is going to be a turnover. St. Mary's will get it. St. Mary's, they turn it over on the other end. 53.4 left. E-Hawks to get it back. E-Hawks are going to win this one. Very good game, very close game. And I think Storm Lake St. Mary's should not be too upset about this one, as they played really well and ultimately just couldn't quite get the buckets when they need them. Natalie Green, she fouls out. Bianca Lemoyne, she's coming back in. So a play with 5 fouls going out in exchange for a play with 4. So risky business, I'll tell you. Now the free throws. Those are gonna be taken by number 12. That's Outen. Outen, she makes that first one. Florendino, she's coming in. Out goes Alfaro. So Alfaro out in exchange for Florendino. Second free throw for Outen is good. It's 58-46. Coach Landgraf telling his girls they need to hurry up even though they're down 12. Missed 3-point jump shot by Sydney Hurd. Leads to a loose ball foul. And E-Hawks, they'll be taking some more free throws. E-Hawks, they look to get to the 60 plane. And Florendino, she joins the 4-foul club. So in the 4-foul club is Florendino, Landgraf, and Lemoyne. Actually, Natalie Green, she was in the club, just exited with her 5th foul. So quite a bit of the Storm Lake St. Mary's rotation is in some foul trouble. That second free throw is good. E-Hawks, they break the 60 plane. E-Hawks say they need a minute to talk over the last 31.9 seconds. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Panther basketball here on Full Digital Solutions. And we're back. 22 seconds left here in the timeout that was called by the E-Hawks. It's 60-46. That's a deficit of 14. Honestly, scoreboard doesn't really tell the full story. Storm Lake St. Mary's has played an amazing game, and they're just going to come up short on this one. Good news for the E-Hawks. E-Hawks will get back to 500. That's very good news if you're an E-Hawk fan. You're a Panthers fan. Well, Panthers, they'll fall to 2-14. So rough go of it this season for the Panthers. Sydney Hurd, she takes a jumper, no good. Rebound by the E-Hawks. Shot clock is turned off. E-Hawks gonna go coast to coast. That's a little bit disrespectful. I'm all for punching in the fact that you easily have this one on hand, but going coast to coast like that is just a little bit too disrespectful for my tastes. Clock's just going to go off. It's over. 62-46. That's your final here in Storm Lake. St. Mary's Panthers fight. They fall to 2-14. E-Hawks improve to 10-10. E-Hawks break 500. And, well, it was a very close game, very fun game to get to watch, very fun game to get to broadcast. And with the end of the game, gotta say, Neely Bacon having probably her best game of the season. She scored 21. Sydney Hurd following close up with 16. On the other hand, you have Nora Nelson. She didn't even start. She had 16. Emma Outen, she had 16. And then Shawnee, she had 12. So, with that, there's going to be a little bit of a halftime performance recognition. We will stay here for that, but I'm going to get off the mic, and when you hear our voices once more, it will be for the boys' game, and my broadcast partner, Mason Lavin, he'll take over broadcasting duties for the boys' game. I hope you enjoyed the first game of our doubleheader, and we hope you'll stick around for the second half. And hopefully the Panthers boys can pick up a W. But if not, I'm sure it'll be a very good game. So I'm Christian Voss, Full Digital Solutions, and we'll go to a commercial break and come back. Maybe we'll catch the tail end of the recognition. But if not, when we come back, it'll be time for some boys basketball. Thank you for watching our broadcast.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome to St. Mary's annual Pregame event. Thank you for joining us this evening as we take a moment to honor and remember those in our lives that have or are currently fighting cancer, while we remember those close to our hearts whom we have lost. Tori Stilley, coaching in memory of Ron Stanton. Aubrey Crum, dancing in honor of Linda Henrich and in memory of Stan Crum. Crystal Center, cheering in honor of Dr. Erica Varsity and in memory of Jean Pregame. Melanie Rosales, cheering in honor of Daisy Fuentes and in memory of Pablo Suarez.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit here on Pink Out Night. My name is Mason Lavin. Will be your announcer for the second half of action of our doubleheader between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Emmetsburg E-Hawks. So just a bit of a preview here for the boys matchup. So leading scorers for each teams. First we have for Emmetsburg, Byron Mina with 12.4 points per game. Kale Fank with 9.1, and then Gavin Swanson rounding it out with 8.8. Then for the Panthers, Bennett Smith leads the team in points with 14.3. Then Lane Carlson with 5.8, and John Heitman at 3 even. Then for rebounds, the Emmetsburg E-Hawks, Byron Mina again, 7.5 rebounds. Carson Bach, 4.6. Gavin Swanson, 4.5. Bennett Smith has been a mean man on the board so far this season, averaging 11.4 rebounds per game, 4 offensive boards, and 7.7 defensive boards. Then Lane Carlson with about 5 rebounds per game, and Aiden Cavazos with about 3. For some assists, Carson Bach for the E-Hawks averages 4.1 assists, Gavin Swanson 3.6, and Byron Mina 3. John Heitman for the Panthers averaging 2.3 assists, Lane Carlson 1.9, and Aiden Cavazos 1.1. We've got about 4:21 left between games here in the Panther Pit. We will be back after some commercial breaks for the start of that game and tip-off of the boys' action of doubleheader play here in the Panther Pit.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching, one place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back here to the Panther Pit again. My name is Mason Lavin here on Fuller Digital Solutions, giving you the second half of action tonight between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Emmetsburg Ehawks. Got about 30 seconds left until the end of the clock, and we will have our lineups and then the start of the game. Both teams coming over to their respective huddles now at this point. Refs gathering, getting the game ball, and we will shortly be ready here with the start of action. And there's the buzzer, so I will let you listen in on our starting lineups.
Coaches for Emmetsburg are Phil Gielan, and Dave Walters. And now for the St. Mary's Panthers. Number 20, Aiden Cavazos. Number 30, Dylan Martin. Number 14, John Heitman. Number 20, Lane Carlson. And number 42, Bennett Smith. Coaches for the Panthers, Kate Howard and Evan Krause. Our officials for the night are Arnie Weiner, Blake Kierstad, and Tyler Horkey. Place the ball.
And there you go. There are the starting lineups for both teams tonight. Panthers going to give themselves a long huddle. Hopefully start this game off the way they want to and not get into an early deficit. Should be a good jump ball here between two big guys. And the Ehawks will start out with the ball tonight. Sean Europa dribbled it up, started off with the Ehawks. Now the Ehawks will swing it around. Corner three for Mina. No good. Offensive rebound by the Ehawks, and he is fouled on the putback. So a foul right away on the Panthers. 16 seconds into this game. And the Ehawks will go to the line right away. Fouls on Lane Carlson. First free throw is no good. That is Gavin Swanson, the sophomore, at the free throw line. Gavin shooting about 57% on the year. And he goes 1 for 2 from the line to start the day for the Ehawks. Panthers probably okay with that one. Panthers break the press. John Hyman's going to pass it up. It gets stolen. Mina with the ball, pushing it the other way. Pack it up. Now in the corner, dribble drive to the baseline. Good pass inside. And that is Swanson. The Ehawks getting another turnover here on their breast break. Another good pass inside and up and fouled. It'll be Swanson again going to the free throw line, so giving himself another chance to put points on the board for Emmetsburg. Foul was on Bennett Smith of the Panthers. Swanson starts 1 for 1 so far on this trip. Maybe getting in a rhythm now here. And as I say that, the second one is no good. So 1 for 2 on both trips tonight for Swanson within the first minute of the game. And then just too hard of a pass there by Smith. He's going to reach for the loose ball and not going to. Oh. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Refs are going to discuss that one, though. They might change this decision here purely based off of the reaction from Emmetsburg coaches. And they're not going to, so. And still some discussion. Gonna bring in the third referee here. And he is just gonna confirm what was already thought. So all of that just to stay Panther basketball. Hyman's gonna fumble it now. Passes it over to the wing on Carlson. Down to the corner, back to Heitman. Not really off the head of Heitman, into the hands of Swanson. And that's going to be another foul on the Panthers. That one should be against John Heitman. So the Panthers getting in some early foul trouble here. 3 fouls in the first about minute of the game. Europa will take a screen from Mina into the corner for the 3 now, and that is good. Carson Bach with the 3-point shot, and the Panthers are going to take a timeout right away after the 7-0 start for the E-Hawks. It will be a full timeout, so we will take a minute break and be right back here in the Panther Pit on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
We are back here in the Panther Pit, starting it right out in the Emmetsburg press. And they're going to get another turnover. Swanson's going to put the layup up. No good. Europa the rebound, and that one's good. So there's a lot of second chance opportunities and buckets here for the E-Hawks. Also a lot of opportunities off of their press break. Panthers going to need to dial that in, and that's going to be pickpocketed from Carlson. Swanson is going to get bumped. They're going to call the foul on the floor, but still another foul on the Panthers. Panthers putting up a lot of fouls and no points so far. E-Hawks the other way around, 9 points, no fouls. Panthers really haven't had a chance to draw any fouls. They're going to throw a lob up to Mina. He's not going to put it up. Now he's going to put the mid-range jumper. No good. That should be tipped off of the Panthers. It will stay E-Hawks ball. Mina in the corner now. Now Swanson, you're open in the corner. He's going to try a 3. It's going to be a little short. Rebound's tipped around and ends up in Cavazos' hands. Now Heitman will dribble it up one-on-one for the Panthers. Taking care of the ball is going to be crucial for them, especially on those types of passes. You got to read the defense there. You also cannot pass it away from the basket every possession. Panthers are going to have to start doing something towards the hoop if they want a chance to score in this game. Defense wins championships, but maybe not if you're putting up 0 points in the first 2 minutes of the game. Bennett Smith's going to make a move, and it's going to get not deflected, but fouled. So Bennett Smith will go to the line for 2 with the chance to put St. Mary's on the board. Panthers' only mistakes so far, I would say 2 mistakes, have been fouls and the press break turnovers. As Smith drills the first free throw, giving the Panthers their first point. John Hyman will check out. Brendan Peterson will check in. So the Panthers, like I was saying, 2 mistakes, turnovers, and fouls. If they can limit those 2 things, it looks like they might be in for a good ball game here. Bennett Smith knocks down both free throws. So now it's a 7-point game. Swanson for the corner 3, no good. Smith will tip it around. Ended up in Mina's hands. He's going to get fouled and one. Going to do a little flex there to his teammates, but he knows that one might have been a little bit of a cheap foul, but a foul nonetheless, according to the refs. Free throw is no good. Peterson the rebound, and I believe he is going to be fouled. And he is. So that will be the second foul for the Ehawks. Panthers already with 5. Carlson now dribbling it up. He's going to fake a handoff and then dribble right by, backing down his defender at the half-court line now. Panther coach yelling at them to set up the play now that they are across half court. Smith will try a corner 3. A little long, no good. Mina will end up with the rebound for the Ehawks and pushes it up to Europa. Back to Mina, and now Bach at the top. Mina, Europa. Corner 3, no good. That corner 3 has not been friendly to the Ehawks so far this game. Not sure how many they've tried, and I'm not sure if they've really made one yet. Europa's going to try for the steal, and then Cavazos is going to tip it into an unsuspecting Bennett Smith. Euro step by Mina, no good. Offensive rebound. Now downhill for the Ehawks, and that's going to be a charge. Oh, nope, they're going to say block. Baseline ref wanted to say charge. Sideline ref said, no, that's going to be a block. So Carter Hudson will go to the line for 2. Foul was on Aiden Cavazos. That's his second. First free throw good for Hudson. Second free throw, no good. So Emmetsburg going 1 for 2 from the line here, basically on every trip so far. But there have been a lot of trips, as the Panthers do have 16 fouls. Another corner 3, no good. Same corner, but it's going to stay Ehawk basketball. Hudson's going to check out for the Ehawks. And Cale Fank is going to check in. Lob ups to Gustafsson. Now Bach over to Swanson on the block. No good. Smith a rebound. Smith's going to try to, wanted to push it, but a little lost with the ball there. Carlson going to try to get around the defender, but the defense is too good there. Now inside to Smith. Smith's going to put a move on. Nope. Pass it out to Cavazos. Cavazos is going to fake a shot and get fouled. Good pump fake there from Cavazos. And now Cavazos will inbound the ball for the Panthers. Screen for Carlson up top. He's going to get stuck in there. Get it back somehow, though. Must have been tipped. Picks it up again. Now for Bennett Smith in the corner. Going to fake a 3 after coach says no. Carlson at the top of the key now. Back to Smith. Back to Carlson. Playing a little hot potato here. Carlson's going to drive. Put up a shot. No good. Offensive board by Cavazos. Out to Peterson. He's going to shoot it. I don't know if he saw the defender there or not, but he was pretty set on shooting that one. It gets blocked, and the Emmetsburg Ehawks will go the other way. Good move there and fouled for Cale Fank. So he will go to the line after a good hop step there. Foul is on Bennett Smith. That is his second. So a lot of fouls here for the Panthers, as the Ehawks are already in the bonus with 3:11 left in the first quarter. Europa will check back in. That's going to be for Swanson. And now Jacob Fien is going to check in. That is for Carson Bach. Second free throw. no good. Carlson the rebound. Ehawks not really going to challenge. Really pass by Carlson up to Martin. Shot's no good though. Ehawks will gain possession of the board. Europa to the corner. Europa's going to dribble drive out to Mina for the three. That one's good. So now that they get out of the corner, they can hit the three. Score is 15-2 in favor of the Ehawks. The only points for the Panthers so far have been Bennett Smith free throws. As Bennett Smith's going to drive here, going to flail, trying to draw a foul, but nothing's going to get called. And now he's going to be late to get back on defense. 4-on-5 here for the Ehawks, trying to take advantage. No big man in the lane. And that's going to be an and one as Bennett Smith just gets there. Ehawks saw that Smith was a little late, so Europa attacked. And now the ref is going to give Smith a warning, as he said he either chucked the ball at him or hit the ball. Either way, a warning for a tech for Smith. Free throw is no good for Europa. Again, overhead pass to Martin, and that one's also no good. Now Mina will go the other way. Bounce pass to the middle, almost a lob for Mina, but puts the layup in, and that's going to be a Panther timeout as the Ehawks are up 17-2. That's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will step aside here for a short break and be right back here on Fuller Digitals.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
We are back here in the Panther pit at the tail end of the first quarter here. And we're going to start off with another press, I should say, for the Emmetsburg Ehawks. Ehawks just applying so much pressure right now to the Panthers. Panthers not being able to do anything to break it. That's going to be another foul on the Panthers. Carlson's not going to agree with that one, but it will be on him. So that is the 8th team foul now for the Panthers in the first quarter. And it is the second foul for the Panthers. Excuse me, 9th team foul for the Panthers. I believe I said 8 earlier. Now after the shoe is tied, we will get back to the free throw here, and it's good. Jacob Fien hitting the first one there for the Ehawks. We'll see if he can break the 1-for-2 trend for the Ehawks and go 2-for-2 here from the line. And he will. Nothing but net there for Fien. Panthers trying to break the press again, and again they do not. Stolen away by Mina there. Inside on the block. A lot of Panther defenders there, but no one's going to stop the shot, so that one's good. Another easy layup there for the Ehawks. Carlson's going to take it up the sideline and get fouled by Europa. Hyman will check back in, this time taking Carlson out of the game. Aiden Cavazos will inbound it for the Panthers. He gets it into Hyman. Panthers swinging around up top now. Cavazos at the top of the key, gives it to Hyman. Hyman will try to drive but gets stopped by his defender. Peterson giving it back to Hyman. A lot of space there on the right side, but Hyman's not going to take it. Pass gets deflected, giving him his dribble back. Now he's going to try that right side and stopped by 2 defenders and blocked by both of them. It's going to stay Panther basketball with 5 seconds left on the shot clock and 1:08 left on the game clock. Hyman inbounds the ball, and Melendez gets it easily stripped away to Mina. Mina's going to go try a layup. That one's no good, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Ehawks. So a missed opportunity there on the fast break by the Ehawks. Mina wishing he can get that one back. Maybe thought that Melendez was going to contest him a little bit more than he did. They're going to say no deflection there on the inbounds pass. It's going to go right to the Ehawks. That might have been the quickest turnover of the night for the Panthers. You're open now in the corner. No good again from that corner. Harden's going to get the board but gets stolen away by Europa right away. And shot is blocked by Martin there. So the Panthers will get it. 45 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter here. It's been pretty lopsided so far as the Panthers have yet to make a field goal. They do have 2 free throws, but that's it for them for scoring tonight. Fouls have put them in trouble as Hyman's going to kind of chuck one up there. Cavazos the board. No good. Now Hyman another offensive rebound. Their coach is calling out for 1 shot. Like I was saying, fouls have been the main troubles for the Panthers as Smith and Carlson and Hyman have all been having to sit out of the game for extended periods of time more than they normally would. So Hyman's going to drive here, put it up, no good off the front rim. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. So the score, 23-2 in favor of the Ehawks. We'll take a minute break and be right back for the second quarter of action here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Second half of our doubleheader tonight. The boys of the Panthers, Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, are taking on the Emmetsburg Ehawks. First quarter was pretty much lopsided in favor of the Ehawks, 23-2 to start the second here. And that right there has basically been the name of the game, just not taking care of the ball on the dribbling portion for the Panthers and passes, getting it tipped away left and right, and just have had nothing to contribute offensively. So the Panthers now have 5 seconds left on the shot clock and have yet to even look at the basket, and that's going to be an Aiden Cavazos travel as he falls down trying to do something with the basketball there. So Swanson will dribble up now for the Ehawks. That's the free throw line now, swing it over to the corner, getting a stop by 2 defenders for the Panthers, but he gets it out. Martin, high jump there. Now Swanson's going to try a 3. That's good. Couple lucky bounces there off the 3, and then just pass again cannot be corralled by Cavazos. Not sure what happened there, if the pass was too strong or what, but now Swanson's going to get it lost on the shot attempt. Now Hyman will dribble up one-on-one against Swanson. I mean, you can see it from here, folks. Panther dribbling has just not been great. You can see how they dribble. They're just leaving a lot of room to be pickpocketed, and the Emmetsburg Ehogs have taken advantage of that all night long. And then also passes like that. Panthers are going to get bailed out a little bit there on that one. And now Carlson and Smith will check into the game. So the Panthers putting basically all of their starters in, minus Martin. And hopefully start to rally against these Ehogs. Carlson close to an over and back there, but ref's going to say no. 4 left on the shot clock, and they're not going to be able to get one off, as the Ehogs do get it tipped and taken away for them. Now that is tipped out of bounds by the Panthers. Overhead inbounds pass. Bach tried to drive there. Now to the corner to Swanson. Swanson's going to take one dribble and then back out to Bach at the top. Bach's going to put some moves on Melendez, and he's going to dish it away. And now they're going to call a 3-second violation on the Ehogs. So the Panthers there causing a turnover. Just a little one-on-one pressure there again for the Ehogs. When they get a pick and roll there by Smith and Carlson will get it into Smith for the first Panther field goal with 5.5 left in the second. So that gives the Panthers their 4th point and first field goal. And now Cavazos will steal it, but traveled with it. Not sure I saw his feet move there, but the ref claims he did. So we'll go right back to the Ehogs. Three-point shot there for the Ehogs is good. And that will lead to another Panther timeout. So it will be a 30-second timeout, so we will take a 1 commercial break here and be right back with the rest of the second quarter, here in the Panther Pit on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. We got 5:15 left on the clock here in the second quarter. It will be Panther basketball to start after that short commercial break. Again, just a little one-on-one pressure here for the Ehogs at half court. They have been doing a good job of tipping the ball while the Panthers are dribbling. Panthers have not done a very good job of keeping the ball away from them. Just a good play there by the Panthers. Cannot be executed at the tail end there. It's going to be a turnover on Melendez as he could not hold in the pass from Smith. It might have been a little low of a pass, but still you got to make sure you keep that one to yourself and not give it away like that on a well-executed play. Ehogs inside. Going to be a turnaround jumper. No good on the fadeaway there for Hudson. John Heitman just dribbling it to keep it away from the Ehogs now. Smith at the wing now. He'll try to drive on Hudson. Good pass over to Carlson. No. And Carlson's not going to be able to put it in. That was a good find there by Smith, though. That's what they're going to need to do. Get some quick ball movement. Catch the Ehogs off guard if they're going to want to score and come back into this ball game. 3-point shot attempt by the Ehogs. That one's good at the top of the key. Carson Bach there. That gives him his second 3-pointer and 6 points. So with about 4 minutes left here in the first half, it is 32-4. And very much fading. The outside ref is going to call a block. Baseline ref might not have seen that one or just didn't think it was, but other ref taking it into his own hands and calling a block there for the Panthers. That's the 5th team foul for the Hawks. Panthers, after they had about 8 or 9 in the first quarter fouls, they have been pretty silent for fouls here in the second quarter. And that one's going to get tipped away by Smith. Smith's going to be upset with it, and he's going to stay back. I know you can't see that, but Smith failed to cross half court there on the fast break for the E-Hawks. Not sure if he was just frustrated or winded, but I know you're down by quite a bit, but still, it's not the effort you want to see here for the Panthers. Panthers swinging around. Cavazos now in the corner up to Carlson on the three-point line. It's going to be tipped, easily saw by the E-Hawks. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Not sure if anyone had a real good angle on that call, but I'm not sure it's really going to matter. E-Hawks now applying some full court pressure. Carlson going to have to put one up, and he does, and does not get it. Does hit the rim, but the E-Hawks will get the rebound and go the other way. Europa now picks it up over to Mine on the wing. He's going to try a three. No good. Europa, the offensive board, put up a little floater at the free throw line. No good. Bennett Smith, the defensive rebound. So kind of a lucky defensive stint there for the Panthers. Good pass there by Smith. Carlson reversed the layup. No good. Upset with himself on that one. Europa will take it on the wing, put a move on Heitman. Not going to get anywhere really. So now stolen away by Cavazos there. Heitman's going to slow it down. Might want to get across half court. There he goes. Really high screen here by Smith for Heitman. Going to get to Carlson. Going to get to Martin on the three-point line. Martin thought about taking one. Good crossover there by Martin. Bad pass, however. Still ends up in Carlson's hands. Carlson will now try it. Now he puts up a little floater, and that one's double, triple doinks. No good. Mina will take it the other way. Hard bounce pass into the block, and that one is up and good. Kale Fank there. Minute 20 left in the first half now. Panthers still slowing it down. And again, tipped out of the hands by the Panthers. It will be out of bounds on the Hawks and stay Panther basketball, though. Smith in the corner now. Ooh, going to put a good jab step. He's going to get stripped away again, but he strips it away himself. Puts the layup up and good. Then for the second field goal for the Panthers in the first half here. And the E-Hawks, even though they're up by 30, they're still going to push the ball as fast as they can. Europa wanted to pass to the corner. Man wasn't there. Almost travels it, but he's going to catch himself. Now three-point shot up. No good. Martin's going to try, or excuse me, Carlson's going to go for the rebound. He's going to get fouled on the rebound attempt, though. .40 seconds left here in the first half. Panthers taking it up slow. Maybe go 2 for 1 here. Never mind. That's 35 goes on the clock now. Now they're just going to look to get a basket, get some momentum going in the second half, and that's going to be taken right away from them as Mina puts the fast break layup in on the Panther turnover. Now, again, Mina with a steal. Carlson wasn't even looking at him. It's going to somehow end up in the Panthers' hands. That's going to be a foul. That is the 7th team foul on the E-Hawks. So Carlson will go to the line. Ref wiping a little sweat off the ball. Give it to Lane Carlson in good condition on the free throw line. He's going to try to get his first points of the game. This would be the first points for anyone not named Bennett Smith, and he's not going to get it, but that's going to be a foul over the back on John Heitman. So that's going to be 2 free throws for the Hawks as they're now in the double bonus, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on John Heitman. Not sure what he was really thinking there. I'm not sure he was going to be able to even grab that one, but careless foul there. First free throw, no good for the E-Hawks. That is Jacob Feen now at the free throw line. He did go 2 for 2 earlier, but starts 0 for 1 here. Second free throw is good that time. 15 seconds left on the clock. It's looking like we're going to have a running clock for most of the second half if, what's happening keeps up. And just 3 seconds left. John Hammond's going to drive. No good. They're going to call it out of bounds, but they're going to let the buzzer sound. And that's going to be halftime for us. So we will take a little bit of a commercial break, and then we do have the Panther dance team. They will be out here, so we will probably come back for a little bit of that. And then after that, we will be back for the second half of action here in the Panther Pit on Fuller Digitals.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net. No more searching, one place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
Whenever. All right, welcome back here. We got about a minute left of halftime, so we will start the second half of action tonight in the Panther Pit on Pink Out night between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Emmetsburg Ehawks. My name is Mason Lavin. I'm your announcer here for the boys' half of the doubleheader tonight. Earlier tonight, the Ehawks did take the first matchup as it was pretty close going into halftime, and then Emmetsburg just put the pressure on the Panthers, and the Panthers could not do anything about it. And the Ehawks kind of ran away with that one. In this one, not really a close one ever yet so far. I say so far because, you know, miracles do happen. The score is 38-6. Panthers were held to just 2 field goals. Yeah, 2 field goals in the first half. I will attribute that to the Emmetsburg defense. They've had good hands. They've applied good pressure. You know, they did get into some foul trouble in the second quarter, but for the most part, they were playing a clean defensive game, and it led to a lot of fast break points for them. They will start with the ball here to start the second half, and we'll see what each team brings out at halftime. See if the Ehawks stay in a little bit of a press and try to keep that defensive stint going. And we'll see if the Panthers have any more offense than they did in the first half. And boy, I sure hope they do, or else it's going to be a rough second half. Panthers now, they get into Smith. Carlson back to Smith. Smith looked to try a 3, but no. Hyman's going to drive over to Cavazos. Good ball here by the Panthers, and Smith's going to put up a shot and fouled. So he'll go to the line right away in the second half. This is how we started the first half, but on the flip side, there was the Ehawks going to the line, and it was a Panther foul. So maybe we can flip the script here from the first half into the second half, and the Panthers might have a little bit of a comeback. First free throw is no good. Bite my tongue there a little bit, but that one free throw doesn't dictate the second half. Maybe this one will. Second free throw is good. So now the Panthers got 7 points. Off to a way better start so far here in the second half already. Good defense there. Panthers going to keep the ball here. Good offensive possession so far in the second half. Rosso's looking who to give it to. Good swing here by the Panthers. Now that pass is tipped by the Ehawks. Panthers now with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. See if they realize and get a shot up. Good defense, though. Smith now with 2, and he's going to turn it over anyway, so the Ehawks will go the other way. Now, Hyman's going to maybe flop there, but there's going to be a no call, and Swanson's just going to throw it up. It's going to be Panther basketball. That pass is seen by Swanson. He's going to take it the other way for an easy layup. And just as I was saying, the Panthers are doing a little bit better of a job taking care of the ball. That all goes down the drain as 2 consecutive turnovers for the Panthers happen. And now we are in a running clock. And Smith's going to pass it to nobody. Martin tries to save it. He's not going to be able to get there in time. And it's going to be another turnover for the Panthers. Bach might have wanted a 3 there. Now Swanson in the corner. Over to Hudson on the free throw line. He might have walked with it. Nope, that's going to be a shot clock violation, actually. Maybe they didn't reset the shot clock, or not exactly sure what's going on here. It will stay Seahawks basketball. Might have blown the whistle a little bit too early on that one. Inbounds play for a 3 there. Not going to get taken. Now Europa is going to try the 3 from the wing. Offensive board by Swanson. He might have had some room, but he's going to take it out for a 3, and that one's going to be good from the other wing. Swanson now with 14. That pass is tipped again by Swanson. Europa will end up with it, though. He's going to pass it over and going to be deflected by a lot of people. Cavazos is going to end up with it. Now Carlson will drive. He'll pick his dribble up in the corner and just holding the ball out there basically for the Seahawks. Lucky he didn't get there. Mid-range jumper for Bennett Smith. He will be fouled and will go to the line for 2. If he makes this free throw, half of the Panther points will come from the charity stripe, and he does. So Smith, he does have all 8 points for the Panthers. Going to try to make it 9 here with the second free throw attempt. And it's going to be no good. It was way short. Smith knew it, tried to get over the free throw line for the rebound. He's thinking he didn't, but the shooter has to wait till the ball hits the rim. Everybody else can go on the shot, but the shooter has to wait till it's the rim. Now they're going to call an offensive foul on 33 for the Seahawks. So a lot of whistles here. Seahawks not going to apply as much pressure. Now they are. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on defense of who had who. But now they'll get into Smith on the post. He'll make a move, turn around, jump. That's good. So Smith now with the third St. Mary's field goal. And now wide open on the block for the Seahawks. Missed though, grabbed in by Smith. I will note there are mostly reserves in for the Seahawks currently. Not really any need to keep your starters in there right now. Maybe give the reserves a little bit more playing time, a little bit more experience. Panthers going to try to get any momentum they can. Smith at the top. He's going to try to drive. Can't get anywhere. Hyman, one dribble, picks it up, back into Smith. He's going to put a move on. Carlson on the three-point line, going to pass it to Martin. Back into Smith. Smith out to Hyman. Hyman's going to try a 3. No good. Offensive rebound end up in Lane Carlson's hand. Now Martin's going to try a 3. That one's also no good. Offensive rebound by Bennett Smith. Pass it to Cavazos. He's going to try a 2-point shot, and that's good. Mid-range shot there by Aiden Cavazos. So good offensive boards there by the Panthers. The persistence leads to 2 points. That's what you would have been looking for all game. Now a good pass. Got a little bit of a tip. Body's on the floor, but it's going to end up in Carlson's hands for the Panthers. He's going to go the other way. Try to put up a shot. He does, and gets fouled on the shot. So now Carlson will go to the line for 2. The Aiden Cavazos mid-range 2-point shot was the first points for the Panthers by someone other than Bennett Smith. And now they're going to say it was not, the foul was not on the floor. Coach Howard may be asking how, but, it was on the floor, not on the shot. Pick and roll was seen coming by the Seahawks. And Cavazos is going to run behind, try to steal it, and foul him instead. So the Ehawks will inbound it on the sideline. After the first half foul troubles for the Panthers, they do only have one foul here in the second half. 3-point shot attempt by the Ehawks. Misses everything. Trying to get saved. He does, but right into the Panthers' hands. John Hyman now up top. Bennett Smith looking to get it in on the block again. They do give it to him. He's going to pass it out to Cavazos. Swinging it around now for the Panthers. Hyman's going to try to drive, gets it stripped away, ends up in Smith's hands. And he's going to get fouled on his layup attempt. So Smith will go to the line for 2 this time. First one is good. Second one's no good. So the Ehawks will take it the other way. Over to the corner. Ref almost got in the way there, but he gets out of the way nice and quick. 3-point shot, no good. Smith, the defensive rebound. Martin will drive now. He'll put up a nice little jumper on the free throw line. No good. Offensive board goes to the Panthers. Now Smith in the corner. He's going to fake a 3. Carlson at the top now, looking to get it into Smith again. Pass is too much for Martin, and then Heitman's just going to accidental foul there, trying to go for the loose ball. That's going to be the 4th personal on John Heitman, so one more and he's out of here, and we are yet to get into the 4th quarter. Shot misses everything again for the Ehawks. Panthers will take it the other way. Carlson's going to try to push, take a layup, and one. So Carlson gets on the board with a nice drive there. And it does stop the clock. 5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To complete the and one here, Carlson, nothing but net. Overhead pass for the Ehawks. Lob, not quite there. Good attempt there at the end of the quarter, but it will be no good. The score is 44-16. Panthers do go on a little bit of a run there in the 3rd quarter. We will be back for the 4th quarter here in the Panther Pit after these short breaks. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. We're almost ready for the start of the final quarter of action. Has been a pretty lopsided game so far, especially in the first half. It is a heavy lead for the Ehawks. They are up 44-16. Panthers did score 10 there in the 3rd quarter though. So they did score more than they did in the first half combined. Europa is back in for the Ehawks. He did not play a large portion of that 3rd quarter. Santiago Soria also making his first appearance for the Panthers. Bennett Smith will get the lob in, and he will he will get the bucket and have a chance to complete an and one at the line. So the Panthers picking up where they left off in the 3rd quarter with a little bit more offensive action than they had Free throw is good there by Smith, so he completes the and one. That gives him 14 points on the night. He does have 14 of the Panthers' 19. He did have all of their points for a while there, but finally some other guys made some shots and got a little bit more offense going. So Soria will try to come with a loose ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. It will go to the Panthers, though. Never mind, it will go and stay with the Ehawks. Now the refs discussing something again. There's been a lot of ref discussions so far this night. It's kind of added to the long events of the night here. Not sure if they just not really agreeing with each other so far, but they have had a lot of discussions, not just in the boys' game, but in the girls' game as well. Good defense here by the Panthers. Going to try to trap in the corner, but Europa will get it out to Hudson. Back into Hudson now. He's going to try to put a move on. Europa. Good defense here by the Panthers, not allowing anything. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Shot does hit the rim, but no good. Soria ends up with the board. Carlson with the wide open left side. He'll try to take it. He puts up a floater. No good. Ben Smith offensive rebound. He'll put it up and in. So good old board and put back there by Smith, giving him 16 points and 21 for the Panthers. The ref dodging that one. And it will go out of bounds on the Ehawks. So after the Panthers were down 35 or more at one point, they're now down only 23. So they have done a way better job of scoring here in the second half, and their defense has been a lot better as well. Skip pass from Carlson over to Smith. Now into Smith on the block, out to Carlson, Heitman. Heitman will go in and out on the three. Rebound pulled in by Hudson of the Ehawks. Europa now takes it, now passes it to the corner. Heitman almost deflected that pass, but couldn't quite get to it. Europa now in the corner, passing it up. Good ball movement, three-point shot here for the Ehawks. No good. Smith another board. And he will rip it out of the defender's hands. Pass inside to Cavazos. He's going to travel with it, so that's going to be his second travel of the night. Second or third. Panthers now in a little bit of a 1-3-1 defense. Maybe toying around with that a little bit. Use that in some future games. They're going to leave the free throw line wide open, though, and the shot's going to be good. That's Jacob Feen. Hyman now dribbling up top, but not really anywhere to go. Overhead pass to Smith. That's going to be a good pass. Shot is blocked, however, though. The Hawks will go the other way. Funky pass there by Swanson, but it'll end up in his teammate's hands. Shot by the Ehawks, no good. Carlson corrals the rebound, strips it away from the Ehawks, from Swanson. Swanson hands it off to Heitman, Carlson hands it off to Heitman, back to... Now Soria will try a three, and he almost banks that one in. So Soria's first shot attempt on the night, almost a bank three-pointer. Swanson's going to try a three now, and he hits it. Heitman dribbles it up. double screen, but they're going to call an offensive foul and illegal screen on Soria. He might have thrown the elbow a little bit too much there. And Soria will check out. Martin will check in for him. Also a substitution for the Ehawks. Kale Fank will check in for Swanson. Fank's going to drive. Going to be stuck between defenders, and that's going to be a foul on Bennett Smith. He can't believe it. But the ref didn't have quite the best angle on that one. That'll be Smith's 4th foul. So him and John Hyman now with 4. John has had 4 for a while. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is also no good. And they're going to call lane violation on the Ehawks. .245 left here in the game. Panthers are down by 28. Pass is deflected. Smith will hustle for it. And he's going to be called for a travel. Good hustle there by Smith, but just an unfortunate outcome there. Fank dribbling it up for the Ehawks now. Pass inside the free throw line. Free throw line jumper, no good. Might have been tipped there by Smith. Smith will bring it up himself now. Good ball movement here by the Panthers. Gets Carlson in the corner. Carlson's going to get it to Hyman in the corner. He's going to try a 3, and that's going to be good. So John Hyman, that 3-point shot gives him his first points of the game. Cuts the lead to 25. 3-point shot by the Ehawks could not answer. Ball is getting tipped around a lot, and it's going to end up being a Panther foul. That's only their 5th of the half. Foul's going to be on Dylan Martin. It's only his first. Might have been the only guy on the Panthers squad without a foul that's played so far. Good pass inside there. Easy bank shot. That's Nolan Gustafsson there. Martin's going to try to drive. Granny passes it out to Carlson. Carlson's going to get tipped away. It's a 2-on-1. It's going to be an offensive foul on Fank. Yeah, he just tried to, I don't know if it was trying to be a screen or what, but he kept moving and didn't allow Carlson to really move there, so. Offensive foul, that's going to be the 9th. And the Panthers will now put their subs in. Good hustle there by Owen Keenan. Peterson now picks up his dribble. Gives it to Soria. Now Peterson's going to try a 3. Looked good, but not quite online. Misses everything. It'll be Ehawk basketball with just under a minute left here in the game. Three-point shot there by Fank, no good. Keenan tips the rebound over to Peterson. Now they're going to give it back to Keenan. He's going to try a corner three. Not quite there. Going to give it back to Keenan. He wants the top of the key three. And that one's also not quite there. So it goes out of bounds there. Emmetsburg will have it. No shot clock now as there is under 35. Seahawks might just hold the ball for the end of the game. Looks like they are going to do that. 8 seconds left. And they will dribble it out to end this one. So final score here in the Panther Pit, 51-24. Seahawks will run away with it. Didn't have too much to worry about there as they led wire to wire. Huge lead in the first half, and that translated to an easy second half for them. Panthers did get it going offensively in the second half and defensively, I will say. So thank you for joining us here tonight in the Panther Pit. It was pink out night, so shout out to everyone who put together a good night here for the Panthers. My name is Mason Lavin. Thank you for joining us on Fuller Digital Solutions, and everyone have a good night.